Said I can't be lit 24/7, yeah. Can't take no before still in heaven, eh? It's gonna take more than flirting to that's why I don't hit you up that much. You gon' have to show me what's love before you just get let in. So I can't be lit 24/7, no. With a pick this big, nigga can't just get up and go. I know you want another hot girl summer, but I ain't finna hop up and hunt ya. I'ma let you drop off that number and let you get the getting. Yo, 1 2 1 2. I mean, cuss but don't curse. Let's get that situated first. Bars because I'm nice and all that. We already know. So what's going on? This is for the Aries. Aries cross watchers included. You're all welcome. You know what I mean? You want to eavesdrop or whatever the case may be. We know how it is out there. We know you be wanting to know stuff too. You know what I mean? You want to check in on your ex-lovers and all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But in all jokes aside, or in all reality, maybe I shouldn't say in all reality, right? Because what we're doing right now is not actually in all reality. If we gonna keep it a bean, let's keep it a bean, right? But listen, I'm not doing it real-time tarot reads right now. Keep it a bean with that one right now. Don't know when I'll be opening that back up. However, if you want to pre-record it, I got you, and it's at a discounted price. Now, moving on. Give me some theme music, Spirit. I want some theme music right now. Set off this Aries energy like Aries energy does. Setting it off. What is this? The Destroyer. Rawr. We're going to read the definition anyway, you know what I mean? Number 17 might mean something to y'all. Or the number 8. This is the year of the 8, in case you didn't know. Year of the Dragon. Il Destructore. Oh, I'm in the Spanish section. Pardon me, y'all. Un poquito, you know, un poquito. Un poquito habla. My bad. The Destroyer. It penetrates the center of the eyeball, the thorn. Inside the white, robust forehead enters the neck that brings air to the heart of uncertain motions. It penetrates and there it stops. Pain grows between the viscera and the bones from the feet close to the earth to the head. The celestial seed of fire, it empties, devours, and mauls. The empty body accepts. The empty body is reborn in pain. The pain that melts metal like embers in the blacksmith's hand sings, molds, and renews. When surrendered to fate, the soul loses reason and purpose, and the roofs are torn off. So the ship without sail and without seamstress proceeds uncertainly between the opposing waves, and Atlas, weary from fatigue, little tongue twister, drops the prodigious bulk of the world. There lives the Destroyer, the deity with the fiery head and the glaze of embers, the god to whom more than any other responds. Metamorphosis, who confounds the world's laces, and awakening, who breathes new life into the motionless machine of the body. He who destroys strips the body that yearns for heaven of its weight and useless things. The earth melts and descends. The clear soul rises, mindful of pain, friend of death. Accepting the end is the way to rebirth. This looks and feels like to me like a part of the transit of Aries being in the North Node right now. And there's this real tug to be new, to be fiery, to be adamant, and to push. For a lot of y'all, I'm picking up that's creativity in some type of way. A lot of y'all are actually encountering headaches, massive headaches right now. Like real serious, painful ones, to the point where you may have to take a day off sometimes. That's part of the transit I'm hearing. And in a time where, like, you could be 50 watching this right now. You could be 60, 65 watching this right now. And what's still being required of you is to be new, to be childlike, to be daring, to be entrepreneurial, to build something with your hands. Manufacturing is what I'm picking up on. Despite how the world or what the world may think of you, the world or society, should I say, when it gets to categorizing with its lists and who should be what and what age bracket should be doing what and raise the retirement age. And I'm also picking up on that specifically, like raise the retirement age because of this energy. Like it's not over. And what I'm feeling like this whole destroyer thing and this rage thing is who dare tell Aries energy that they can't keep doing Aries things, Aries stuff. You understand? Like maybe like I for one, I'm gonna just throw this out there because I look at it like this. I don't have no retirement age. And sometimes I laugh at the accounts. Oh, this is a retirement account. And like, that's cute. You know what I mean? Because I just can't see it, dog. I'm just keeping it a beam with you. That's the type of person I am, though. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like in order to destroy what this, propped up, proposed, structured thing is, you gotta get Aries like sometimes. I don't care how old you are. Again, I don't care how many laps you've taken or how many laps they've taken around you. Let's really keep it a beam. I don't care how many laps the celestial bodies have taken around you. You don't have to stop going, baby. You understand what I'm saying? But let's get to some tarot. Spirit. What we talking about? Page of Cups. Fun. Magic. Magician. Aries energy. What I'm saying though, offering a cup of, I say a cup of love, but a cup of love and saying let's have fun though. You know what I'm saying? Ace of Cups. More water. Emotion. Putting emotion behind it. New beginnings. This could be a relationship too. This feels like nothing heavy. You understand what I'm saying? This feels light. Despite bars are nice. Oh, we know that already though. But even if you want to push it to the furthest, because y'all know how y'all can get. Y'all know how Aries energy can get. It's being asked to be light about this. Even if you crush it on someone that you want to work with. Yes, it happens, people. It happens out there. I'm just keeping it a beam. You know what I mean? Bars. What we got here? Four of Cups. Four of Wands. Sorry, excuse me. Fire energy. Four of Wands. Union. Again, creativity. Another creative card out here. Listen. Freedom. It could transpire into that. It could translate into that. But what I'm being shown and being told here is to let it burn. Not on some Usher shit, but like let the creativity burn. Let the creativity work its way through. And if it happens organically, it happens organically. But you can't force the relationship, yo. You just can't. Have fun. When you have fun, the organics kick in. It's just you can't deny it, But I'm also feeling, again, creativity is part of it. You could be in love with things by creating. It doesn't even have to be in love with a person to the Emperor, but it's in reverse. And this is what I was picking up on, though. I feel like you're trying to control some type of situation. This Four of Wands doesn't have to be what it looks like. Like this, or better yet, like this. You see how this looks? This doesn't have to be or have to mean the cliche definition of it. You understand what I'm saying? This could look like what it looks like, but it could entail different things. Oh yeah, we work together on numerous accounts. Yeah, sometimes we be feeling like brother and sister. It's a union, right? It's a family thing. It's the Four of Wands. Support system. Or sometimes, we had a couple of flings here and there, but it's not that serious. We could still work together. I'm just saying, B. Stranger things have happened. you know? But with this Emperor in reverse, I feel like Aries, no bullshit. I feel like you think you can rewrite the laws. You think you can administer the laws. You think you can write them and be the enforcer of them. And not for nothing, it's not going that way. And again, I think this has something to largely do with the Aries North Node transit right now. But that's where you're going to get in your own way. Or that's when you can get in the way of the union. You understand what I'm saying? By thinking you have to control the emotions, to control the amount of love expressed back and forth between you and the union, to shape and mold the picture of what love is supposed to look like. That's not for you to be in control of. Trying to enforce everything. It's kind of like, don't be a bully in love. Understand what I'm saying? Don't be the bully in love. Create, show your talents is screaming loud here. Because there's love and there's creativity out here. And it's have fun in that. It's Leo season right now when I'm making this video. What else, Spirit? The Knight of Cups in reverse. And this is why you may have encountered a situation with a relationship to where you made a proposal and it was denied, it was rejected, the offer was rejected. And it's because of what I'm telling you right now. Because you try to force and enforce what it's supposed to look like, how it's supposed to transpire. You wanted to be in control of that. You rather shoot your shot in the way that you felt best rather than to, I wouldn't say rather than to not consider the other side of the spectrum, but it was more of a prideful thing for you. Like you told yourself, like, I'd be damned if I go through another day or another week or another month without shooting my shot and not knowing what this is going to look like, than to sit here and pretend like I can go this long length of time without knowing where this person stands with me. That impulsivity. Y'all know what that's all about. And I don't know, maybe some of y'all are destroying yourself or enraged with yourselves right now, and that's where some of these headaches are coming from. Maybe you're not getting the proper rest. Maybe you're thinking about that particular thing too much. I'm starting to feel like this is something that I was actually describing in the pretense. For some of y'all, this happened already. This creation, this Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups. It was new love. It was new beginnings. It was creative. It was magical. It was fun. It definitely felt like a union. Now, whether it looked like that or not, remember when I first started describing this card right here? And I said, yo, it might be something other than what is expected when you see this vision, right? I feel like for a lot of y'all, it was something along those lines. And you just felt like it had to be more than that. And not only, like, it had to be solidified, it had to be etched, it had to be like, check the box, yes or no. Do you like me, yes or no? Check the box, stop playing with me. And it was like, yo, where's this coming? Why you want it like that? You know what I mean? Universe asking this, really, like, you know what I mean? And again, I felt like the other person rejected, and they even picked up that it came from a place of pride. Like, whoa, it was bold, yes. It was forward. However, it came from a place of pride. And I'm not saying that that's why they rejected the offer. I'm just saying that they're aware of it. Let's get messy. Spirit, talk to us. Let's get some details. Let's get some details on this situation. Stagnant. Stuck, dead end, frozen. That's what I'm feeling with this. When the rage came out, I think that's where the rage had built up, started to build with y'all, is that the relationship seemed stagnant to you. It seemed like it wasn't going anywhere. It seemed like it wasn't going to the next level, excuse me. And when you have a situation that appears to be frozen and stuck, and you're dealing with fire energy, that fire wants to burn through that block of ice and say, yo, look, I'm breaking the ice right now. Do you like me or not? Check the box. Stop playing. Spirit, give me some more details on. Let me get more clarification on the Knight of Cups in reverse, Spirit. More clarity on the Knight of Cups in reverse. Clingy, old exes, dead relationships, old ways. Okay, there's something about prior relationships that led you to be prideful in offering this proposal to that new love, to that creative bond that you had created for yourselves. It has something to do with your exes. For some of you, it's because you may have had interactions with another person while having interactions with this person. Therefore, you felt kind of obligated, like even guilt prone, I'm picking up on, into saying, well, I'm torn between the two. And in order for me to know which way to go, I'm just going to put myself out there with this person and find out what they have to say about it. That's some of y'all. For others of y'all, y'all are so used to your exes falling head over heels for y'all and being about you, you know what I'm saying? Being about the relationship once you got into it with them and everything, that you haven't experienced something that is a union but detached, apart. You understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all, this is long distance. Some of y'all don't live together, but you feel like you're in a relationship with a person that you feel you should live with, or that you should be with. You, same energy that's being repeated, but it's like this newer person that you operated with is that relationship that you were in with this creative thing and everything is not like the relationships that you've had with your exes. And therefore, it's like the script has been flipped. I gotta keep it a bean. Like, I'm hearing Bismarcky, the Vapors. And I'm hearing the Vapors not because, the song is relative to someone who liked someone back in the days, but they got rejected. And then later on, they blew up. And now that person wants to get with them. It's not the same thing. But I'm still hearing Vapors. But this is in a way that is, you was with someone that loved you, adored you, took care of you, all of the above, right? What it all checked at least most of the boxes that relationships are supposed to check, at least these days. And you rejected them. So I guess what I'm really saying is karma. And now you're in a situation to where you got rejected. But it's kind of like a reminder of the old ways of the old relationships that you've been in as well. It's something different. I'm feeling like some of y'all can actually, or will actually survive this. I'm feeling like for some of y'all, it was just a test anyway. Like you was armored up and had a shield on anyway. It was a 50% probability, right? So you was just like, man, I'm gonna just try it, male or female. See what happens. Spirit, any more clarification on this clingy card? Distance. Yeah, some of y'all, this is distance. Y'all divorced from y'all exes. Ghosted. Separation. I don't know. Maybe you think it was supposed to be a repeat process. Maybe you were like the relationship-oriented type, Aries. And you felt like, well, this is how it usually goes. Some of y'all have been, like I said, married, divorced. With someone, separated. With someone, got ghosted. You ghosted them, they ghosted you. So now you're in this new element with this creative union, and you're like, well, here goes the cycle. We're supposed to do this again, right? Let me shoot my shot and see what happens. I'm gonna get an advice card from What's the Vibe deck. I don't think I've done that before. Spirit, what advice would you give to Aries collective energy? What advice? Whoa. Soulmate and legal. So soulmate, twin flame, friendship, romantic partner, legal, lawyers, court, paperwork. So look, what I'm seeing here is for Aries, take this as serious as you've taken other relationships in the past. If it's this relationship, if it still has a leg to stand on, or if it's your next relationship, even if you've been married before, it's basically saying to get married again. Or if you feel like you're in a relationship where that's your soulmate, your twin flame, the friendship is banging, right? You also become romantic with that person. It's still saying to put some paperwork on that. Now, I'm not saying to go get married courtroom style. There's all types of contracts you could draw up for yourself. If you think I'm bullshitting, just Google it. So you understand, and not only you, because like I said, some of y'all had damn near the perfect union. Checked a whole lot of boxes in 2024, and you was just, shit ain't matter to you. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have something that's full of love, full of magic, full of creativity, full of union, you could feel it. It makes you happy. And I know what they say. Oh, when you start adding business into it, it makes it. Look, do it anyway, because you've been doing that anyway. Look, and the cards has been pulled. You've been doing that anyway. Because you see how this rejection came about? I don't think this rejection came about for no reason. I think those people had very good reason to turn down the proposal. It's probably has something to do with where they're at in life and what they think that union was supposed to be according to how you proposed it. You understand what I'm saying? And not for nothing, like, you'd be surprised. You might think that some people are, they laugh and they joke a lot, but when it comes, so you think it's the same thing when it comes to relationship. Oh, this could be casual. This could be, I don't know. Yeah, casual, what they call it, right? Casual sex and shit like that. And that person is like, nah. Like, no. I don't want nothing casual. I want to get married. You're like, what? You? If you don't know, you should know. You know what I'm saying? It could be one of those things. So even if you're being light, like, remember before when I first started drawing these cards, I'm like, yeah, be light about the situation. Be light about it. Then it ended up being like it was it was something that was happening already. Like, you were light about it. Y'all was chilling, y'all was having fun, y'all was doing y'all thing until you felt the need for it to advance to the next level. That partner might have even been afraid to take it to the next level with you because of your history. I'm picking up on some of that too. And with the whole stagnation and you trying to burn through it and speed up the process, they're like, oh, wait a minute, are you just, being cautious? Are you just doing this to, like, accelerate the process of fucking my shit up? I'm telling you, this person had reason for rejecting the proposal. So you make it fit the way it's supposed to fit. I'm not trying to, like, put no sugar on the coat. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I gotta tell it like it is. So until next time, I'm out of here.